guys see this? Let's talk about it. Dozens of parking lots have opened across the U.S. for working people who earn too little to afford rent, but too much to receive government assistance, and have turned their cars into a form of affordable housing. Legit, at one point, I was really considering this because, as many people know that have been to my channel and seen my videos, I am unemployed and I am looking for gainful employment. I'm employable. I'm educated. But right now, with the economy and the way things are going, there are no jobs. Again, the math ain't mathing to you, but let me make the math math. 6,000 people applying. I'm just giving you a rough estimate. And it's probably not even a rough estimate. I'll even drop it down to 1,000. 1,000 people applying. 3 positions are open. I have the degree, the experience, but you have worked the same amount of jobs. You might have a year or two more experience. You may have a higher degree. Doesn't mean you can do the job any better. That doesn't mean that. I won't even get an interview. And then you could have somebody that's even higher educated than you. You won't get an interview either. So here go 2 qualified candidates. We're still not getting interviewed because somebody else who they feel is the best candidate is going to get the job. And they might not even keep the job because they might feel like they're overqualified for the job, or they might feel like they can do better and they might not even stay. So you have a high turnover rate, right? Right. So here we are. The 2 qualified candidates that you could have had if you had done an interview to see, we still ain't got no job. In the meantime, we doing all of that. We doing this. We gonna end up having to do this. Because we can't pay our rent. Because we ain't got no fucking job. We ain't got no job. So we don't have a job. The car that we're paying for becomes our home. And it ain't funny. I'm not making a joke. I'm not trying to make anybody laugh. I'm not posting this as satire. I am 110% completely serious. I'm completely serious. This was actually something I considered at one point. As a matter of fact, I still would consider it. I would. Because it's better than being on the street. And you see how they treat people on the street, right? Right. End up on the street. You don't know how to survive out there. You have a job. So it's like, you have a vehicle, you might as well sleep in it. Makes complete sense in the grand scheme of things. It does. And it sucks that working people are having to resort to this. It sucks that working people are having to resort to this. And we have jobs. And they have jobs. It's because they're not paying enough. And they don't want to admit that we're in a recession and this economy is tanking and has tanked. While everything is going up except our pay. They don't want to talk about it. We are in a current recession. I've said it for months and months and months on end. And because the news hasn't said it yet, people don't take you seriously. They don't bat an eye at what you're saying. They don't think you're being truthful. They think you're going, woe is me. I ain't got a job. I'm not really looking. Or you must have done something. You got a record. None of that. Or whatever the case may be. That they're luckily still working and they're judging you and looking down their nose on you. Because some people do. And everybody has a different set of skills. Just like I said, I just gave you the examples of me and John are applying for a job. John might be a better candidate because John has a year more experience on a job or a year more experience at school. So I'm out of the running. And then John's is in the running, or John thinks he's in the running, and there's somebody with even more education, more experience than John. And instead of them even interviewing us, because I might be the best candidate with the least experience, but might be the best candidate, you'll never know, because you're hiring somebody because the computer cherry-picked them. Literally. No, for real, there are literal programs that the computer cherry-picks who they feel is the best candidate. And that don't mean they actually are. I don't want to be without a job. I don't want to ever have to be in this position. But I'm not judging anybody who is. God bless anybody who is, and I hope their situation gets better. But this is sad. This is sad that nothing is being done in our economy to help people who end up in situations like this, and to help people keep from being in situations like this. It's sad. It's disheartening. It's disappointing. And this is the America we live in? Okay.